Hello and welcome to another edition of ClickDesigns Training. Here I am, Angie Norris. I'm super excited to be here with you today. And from week to week, I love coming on here and showing you what you can use the ClickDesigns platform for. A lot of times I'm showing you what I'm using it for. I'm demoing the things that I am finding so useful, so creative, and so easy to do using the ClickDesigns tool. Now, today, we're going to be focused on local businesses. I am right in the thick of doing lots of stuff for local businesses, and so this is perfect timing for me because as I'm creating so many things right now, I feel like I could inspire you guys to maybe go down this path as well, to either one, do it for yourself, or two, get out there, hit the pavement, meet some people, and offer to make their graphics for them. I bet you can find a lot of business because how many local businesses are there? I mean, how many in your town alone, right? I live in a suburb of St. Louis. There are so many local businesses, so many that I can't even keep up with how many there are. And they're adding every single day. What if you could offer to create their graphics for them? That would be a moneymaker, right, in itself. So you can get out there and start helping these companies, or maybe you're a local business and you want to create some graphics. So we're going to dive into the software. I'm going to show you some ideas of what I would do and how you can go out there and help people. I mean, imagine doing like a QR code for reviews, right? Creating a graphic. Why don't we do that today? I can create a little graphic that goes in one of those plastic things, you know what I'm talking about, that stamp, and we can put a QR code that goes to the Google reviews for that business to help them optimize their reviews. How easy is that? Everyone needs that. Every business. And you can go in and walk into all these businesses and go, nope, they don't have one. And you can walk in and say, hey, for $50, I'll make this graphic for you. And I will also make this graphic for you and this graphic for you. Here's a package, or here it's free, right? You can do the law of reciprocity. Do something for free. Give them that thing. And they'll be like, hey, do you do any other graphics? And you're the person that they're going to go to. Maybe they need a flyer. Maybe they need more banners. Maybe it's a restaurant and they want QR codes for all of their tables. Or maybe they have a special going on. So no matter what it is, the ideas are endless. So we're going to discover some of those things today and what graphics you can make for local businesses. So let's get started. Let me jump into the software and let's get going. From inside my ClickDesigns dashboard, I want to show you how to get to some of the templates that are already created so that you don't have to think about this. All you have to do is look for businesses in your town. Look for businesses all around you that are local businesses. There are thousands in your area and the ideas are endless. So I'm just going to come up with some ideas here. So mattress. Say there's a mattress store near me. There are templates already ready here to go. Let's type in something else. Restaurant. How many restaurants are there in the world? So many, right? The ideas are endless. The leads are endless for you. We have beauty. Lots of beauty shops around and spas. You can go in here and you can make these graphics for any of these beauty places that are right around you. Maybe it's nails, hair, you name it, they probably have it. Let's keep going. Therapy. There are lots of places, like you can make this into a physical therapy one, right? You can make this one into maybe a meditation and therapy, spiritual therapy, right? Lots of different ideas for local businesses. Auto is everyone has a car. You need lots of auto. There's logos and banners and so much more. House. What do we need for the house? We need real estate people. We need roofers. We need cleaners. We need so many different types for the house, right? So if I type in roof, we can go in here and see if there's anything in here. And there's not anything for roof. How about clean? I know I need some, like, look at this cleaner, right? You can help someone with something like a logo. So there's lots there. Let's see a few more and then we'll move on to some fun stuff. So yoga, lots in the yoga department. One of my best friends is a yoga instructor and I've been building out some of her yoga stuff, which has been really fun and exciting. And then we have you just type in gift. You can come up with tons of ideas here. There's lots of little coupons that you can make for people and so much more. I can go on and on and on and on. And if you don't see something in here, you can make them your own. You can start with a template and then make it. I've done this from week to week to week, so you know it's possible. Banners, you can go into these categories, but don't think that you can't find something for that specific business, because you can't. So what I want to do is I'm going to type in Google, see what comes up. Anything. What we're going to do today, so one of the things you could really easily do if you're trying to crack into the industry of local businesses and doing graphics for them, you can go over here to Fiverr and we can type in local business graphics and see what comes up. And look, here's get ranked, all these different things, but let's go to graphics. How many businesses need cards? They need business cards, they need flyers, they need brochures. You could be creating these, but what if you can create banners? Look at this. I will create restaurant, local business, Facebook, Instagram. You guys can easily do this. We might look at this. Look, he has some pretty good stuff here. Why don't we create something like this so that you guys can see how easy it is? But before we do that, I want to go and look at something that's really cool, which is Google. What if you can make a Google ad for people? Let's see, Google. And from here we have lots of Google stuff. Now, what if we type in just QR code? You can see that there's lots of QR codes here for businesses, and you can make all of this stuff inside of ClickDesigns. So what we're going to do is we will come back to this one. I liked how he has this. I love the device, the banner. We're going to create something very similar to this right here. But before we do that, let's get back to the software and let's create a Google review sheet for people. Let's go up here to our start from scratch, and we will do, how about, let's do a sheet. So we're going to click on sheets here. And you know what we might do is we might start with something really cool. So let's go to templates, and we're going to go over here to sheets. We're going to use this because we can actually make a 3D looking thing for your website or for your Fiverr listing. So if we looked at these and we think, oh, these are really neat, right? So what if we made one that looked like, how about this one right here? Let's just go ahead and click the button. And we're not going to make a daily journal, but I'm showing you how you can click edit. And we're going to take out all of this stuff and get it all cleaned up here, because I just want to use the 3D look and feel, but we will be making this our own. So I'm just going to take everything out. You can select them individually like this, or you can go over to the layers and select like this and just keep going. I probably should have picked one that wasn't so intense here and just hit delete, and it'll delete them all, which is pretty easy, right? So just keep going. That was a pretty, whoever made that one spent a lot of time on it, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to start from a fresh scratch, but I wanted to make sure that this right here is the size of a sheet of paper, because that's what we're going to use. We're going to export the flat eventually. So here is the look and feel. Nothing on it. That's okay. We're going to make a QR code. Now let's go find a business first. So if I go to Google and I type in spa I live in Fenton, so I'm going to put Fenton, Missouri. And here's Above and Beyond Wellness, which I have been to many times. If you go ahead and click that business, it's going to pull up their stuff here, right? Which is really neat. And if you click on reviews, this little window is going to pop up, and you can get the reviews link from inside here. Another way to do it, just so you guys know, is we can type in now Above and Beyond Spa, and it'll come up here. Here on this right-hand side, you can click on Reviews, and this is going to be the Reviews panel, which is really good. And if we click on the number of reviews here, 324, click that button, this pop-up window is going to come up, and you can copy out this link, which we'll do in a minute. Let me show you again how to get to that. So you go to Google, you can type in the business name. So if you are targeting a business in your area, you can just type in that business name. Oops. Let me find the one that we're talking about, which is this spa that I have been to. So you search for this in Google. You go over here and click on the number of Google reviews right here, 324 Google reviews. And this pop-up will come up. They have 324 reviews. Maybe they want more. Or maybe you find a business that doesn't really have that many. That would be probably the most ideal. Hey, I can help you get more reviews on Google. So once you're here, this URL at the very top, you can't see it but I'm going to copy the URL at the very top in the menu bar. So, and then come back to ClickDesigns. Let's go down here to the left and click QR code, and then paste that link in here and click generate. The length is too long. We could make it a lot shorter, so we can use like a bit.ly or something a little less. Let me see. You can go to sites that are online that are called free, and you can type it in here, and let's go ahead and shorten. And right here, let's just close out of that. Here is the shortened length right here. So go ahead and click on copy. Let's go back over here. Let's see if this one will be a lot shorter. Let's see, paste. That's real short. Click generate. And there is our beautiful QR code. So let's put that right here. Now let's type in some words. So text, add new layer. Let's say, thank you for your business. And we'll put that up here at the top. And let's make it 2 lines. Let's center that. And let's make it scripty. So let's go down here. I have a ton of scripts that I have uploaded, but we're just going to find one that looks a little classic, but still fun and inviting. Like I always like this one. It's pretty easy, right? So if you made that, or if you want it to be a little more formal, you can find one that's a little more formal. There's a lot in here. You can also upload your own fonts. So if I go to Brand Kit and I click on fonts and I scroll down, you'll see that I have added in a lot of my own scripts and fonts. You can also upload a lot of Google fonts. So don't think that you're limited, and maybe that business has fonts that you might use. So let's get out of here. Let's go back, try to find a nice font that will look good. Let's see. This one's actually pretty good. Let's click on that one for now just to keep it. If we find something else. So what I do is I just scroll down and I hover over the fonts and I find one that I like. So that one's pretty classic. It's a pretty nice one. And let's just see one more, and if not, we'll just stick with that one. Thank you for your business. Thank you for your business. I don't know, there's lots of different ones to choose from, right? And you can go with the classic, but I like, oh, this one looks good. Let's do that one. Okay, let's make this, so the line height, I'm making it smaller. Let's make this a little bigger, put that right there. Perfect. Let's see if we can make the line height a little less. There we go. All right, so thank you for your business. Let's make sure it's centered. There we go. This is centered. There we go. Okay, now let's type in another font here and say, impressed with our product or service, question mark. Or you can make it generic to them. So impressed with our spa services. Or you can even add their name. So impressed with Above and Beyond Spa. So that would be even better, right? So again, we'll keep it something like this. Let's make the font a little bit bigger. Put it right here. You can make it a color, so we can make that blue, maybe like a classic blue color, like that. There we go. And maybe bold it. Bold. There we go. So let's center it. Boom. Okay. Thank you for your business. Impressed with above. And then let's put a Google thing on the bottom. And so we'll go over here. Now you can go click on elements and type in Google, and these will come up. So we can put a G on there if we wanted to, and maybe we wanted to put that up here at the top, or maybe we didn't want that at all. Maybe we want it to be spelled out, so it's just up to you how you want to position it. The other thing you can do, let me try to get this back to where it was. There we go. All right, go over here to image, click on search, type in Google, and you'll see that a lot of stuff comes up. Let's click on this. Put that right here at the bottom, just like so. Make sure it's centered. And then we want some stars. So let's go to shapes. Let's talk about elements, stars. And this one looks good, or this one. So if we click this, we can move those down to right here. Or maybe we want, let's go back to shape and type in star. And see, oops, I'm in elements. Click on this one. So you can, pick whatever you want. So do you like the green? Let's try the green. The green kind of looks nice. So we can put that right here, just like so. So imagine this. Okay, let's preview this. That looks pretty good. Save and exit. So there, you have now made that. Now I'm going to click, I'm going to use my phone here, and I'm gonna test it out. You guys can do the same. So open up your mobile phones, go ahead and hover over that, click the button, and see if it pops up to that location. And it did for me. I don't know about you. You guys can confirm and let me know. But how easy was that? Now imagine taking this, putting this onto Fiverr, that I will make you a Google QR code flyer for your business. And look, not many people are really doing that. You could put yours and be front and center, like this one right here. Look, this person is making a digital one. What if you can make a physical one? How easy is that? And then they can make them printable. Maybe I should be adding that to Fiverr. So you can use this, and then what we can do is save, and then you can use this to showcase, but you can also export this flat, which is really cool. So see where it says export, you can export it, which is really neat. Now, another thing you can do, click on exit, is we can go to templates. Let me show you how easy it is to make other versions of this cheat sheet. So if you click on sheets, and you go here, now you can scroll down and you can click on any of these. So if I wanted to do this one, and then right here, you click this button. Again, you can export flat. So once we're ready, we'll be able to do that. Click edit, and we can take this out, but just for now, for time purposes, just leave it. And look, over here under designs on the left toolbar, under my designs, you'll see there it is. Let's pop that in and click on preview, and look at that. Look how easy that was. We can save and exit. How cool. And again, click on this, export flat if you want it to be something where you can print it out. And we can print that out, and how cool is that? Oh my goodness. We need to be doing this, guys. This is so easy. If I was able to do this in so few minutes, you guys can too. And go out to all your local businesses, create these for them, charge them $50. That's all they care about. And then if you even add a service to it, even better. But here on Fiverr, how neat. Okay, go ahead and exit here. So there we have it. Okay, the next thing I want to do is we're going to mock this right here. So I love how we have this food menu. So we'll go ahead and do something just like this, and we can create even this mock-up. So let's go ahead and do that using ClickDesigns. So go ahead and click on templates, and let's type in burger. And look at all these amazing things. Now, what if we wanted to make, see, here's a device right here. That's pretty cool. I mean, these graphics are epic, but I want to make sure I stay true. So look, we have this Chica burger. So if we go back here and we want to make this Instagram, we can make something very similar to that. We can make this special weekend. You guys want to make this right here? Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to keep flipping back and forth between this one, or do you guys want to make that one? Either one, they all look good. I mean, really cool. I don't care which one we do. So let's just go in here and find one that's similar, and we can make it our own. So these are all look good. Okay, so if we were to create this one, let's go ahead and click on this, and it's already looks great. But if we want to make it look, let's see, coming back here, like this one or this one, right? So like, see how it's on a table? Let's see if we can recreate this. You think we can? I'm not sure if we can, but I'm going to try. So let's go over here and let's click this. We want to keep the burger. It looks really good already. Let's go down here to image, and we will click on library, and we're going to go down to backgrounds. Actually, this one right here looks like a table, right? But maybe we want to try to find one even better. So go ahead and click on backgrounds, and let's just type in table. And let's scroll down, see if we can find a table. Those are more literal, so let's clear that. Let's go down to backgrounds and click on backgrounds. Now I'm going to find, maybe it could be, ooh, this one right here. Look at that. That's perfect. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, so here's our table. Now I only want the bottom part. I don't want this top brick. So on the left under crop image, we're just going to go to crop image, like just like that. And then we're going to put that right here. Oops. To look like it's sitting on a table. Perfect. Take that one out. There's our burger, right? Okay, let's bring our burger to the top. So I'm going to move that up. I'm going to rename that so I can know it's my burger. And there's my burger. Here we go. Pull that up. Put that right in the middle. Now let's go over here to image. And let's go back here to look. Okay, there's our burger. That's chicken sandwich, but it's okay. We're going to keep it burger. And let's look special weekend. Let's first focus on the background here. I'm going to click on full screen. Okay, there it is. So the first is we're going to create this little background right here. So we're going to create this background first. So what we'll do is we will click on shapes. I'm going to make the background from scratch to show you how easy it is. I'm just going to make that the whole width. Now I want it to be that green, right? So right here, this green. Now sometimes this is hard to see going back and forth. So I'm going to actually capture this using my snippet tool. Let's see here, snipping tool. So if you copy this like this, and then you can paste it right into your images here. Let's go back up here. I clicked paste, click on uploads, and here it is. So if we put that here, now I can color match this whole thing. So how do I do that? Up here on the left toolbar, you'll see this little eyedropper. Click that eyedropper and go ahead and click on the background. Now when you select that element, you can paste it over here under shape settings, and there it is. Now we're going to match this little banner right here. So let's click on shapes again, and we're just going to look at basic shapes. Click this right here. Let's make this big so we can kind of match it really well. Scroll up, scroll down. Okay, now we're going to match the color by clicking this again. Click on this, and it's a gradient, so we'll go ahead and click on gradient color right here and go ahead and click on paste. Now here's another gradient color, so go to the eyedropper again, go to this neon yellow and paste that in. I kind of like how it's gradient like that, so I'm going to leave it, and there we have it. Now let's move that down here right here. Okay, there we have our, okay, now we're gonna do the same thing here. Click on shape, click on this, and we're gonna make this little bar here, just like so. Okay, I think that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Okay, move it over here. Again, click on this little button. You're gonna highlight it, and I'm gonna highlight it here because it's just easier. And put that just like so. Now here's what I'm gonna do. Put this one on this side because it matches that color. Copy, Control C, Control V, and make another one. And then what we'll do is we're gonna match this color. So click on the little eyedropper, my favorite. Select that and paste it. See how cool that was? Okay, so now that we have those two, we can move those down as well. Okay, so here we have our thing. Now we want to make the words, so move those down. Click on text, add new, special. I'm going to fly through this because I know we're running out of time, but I just want to show you, oops, how easy it is. It does not have to be difficult. Come down here, find some fun script that you like, and put special. And now weekend, so go back to text, go up here, click on add new layer, click on weekend. Again, make this white, bold, and let's find a nice chunky font. Let's just do this right here. There we have it. Perfect. Okay, and now we're just going to copy the special, Control C, Control V, and make that menu. And if you wanted to really take the time to match those, you could. So, all right, now let's make these little yellow things. Click on shape, go to the little square here, and we're going to make this just like this. Little chunky little squares here. Move that down so it's in the middle. Again, color picker here, go down to the yellow and paste it into the color settings. Now we're going to copy. Oops, did too many, huh? Okay, Control C, Control V, and now we're going to move that right here, and there we have it. That looks pretty good. Okay, now we want this little arrow, so go over here to shapes, go back, and you'll scroll down to arrow. This one looks perfect. Let's do that one and move that just like so, and make that white. All right, so now we've got a little arrow here. We'll leave that for a minute. We might have to adjust. Okay, and then we want this little call out button. Go back to shapes, scroll down, and you'll see call outs. Let's just find a little easy one here. How about this one? Oops, let's click on this blue one actually. I like that. A little blue, we can actually change it to have a stroke. So the stroke could be white, and then we can make this transparent, just like that. So the stroke, okay. So you see, not hard to do. Put that right here. Go back to text, add new layer, click on save. Put that over here, make that white. And let's do another chunky, which we'll do this one. Move that like that. Okay, you see how easy this is? Coming together, right? Just make this smaller. Okay, and now we just need to save 50, so add new layer, 50%. And put, oops, I cannot type. Come on. There we go. And click on the white, make that bold. Oops, not red. Actually, we could do red so it kind of stands out. Why don't we do that red? Or let's do the yellow. Click on the eyedropper here, go to the yellow that you want to select and paste that in, and there it is. Make that big and turn it, put it right here. All right, there we have our save 50. Okay, now let's look. Pretty good, right? We can add this call out bubble at the bottom. So if we wanted to add new and put 098-6567-888. Not sure what kind of number that is. Let's do this to make it actually look like a number. Put that at the bottom here. Make that white. All right, bold. Okay, another free delivery. Put that right there. Make that white. So I'm just recreating this from scratch, but you see how easy it is. Put that right there. And you want a telephone? Okay, let's go to icons. Click on phone and see if we can find one. Telephone. And here we have one right here. Perfect. Move that down, make that white, white, and white. And make that real small. Put that right here in the corner. Okay, so now we've got our phone. We need this little button right here. So click on shapes here. Go up, back over to basic shapes. And let's just find a little pill looking thing. There's a lot here, right here. It's perfect. Move that down here. Put that right here. Okay, so you see how easy this is. Now we're gonna finish this out here real fast, but order now. Move that button. Okay, we need to make this yellow. So let's go again to the color matcher, click on the yellow for the button and paste that in, and then make this right here. Order now and make that bold and small. Okay, so we've got this pretty good, pretty dialed in, right? We can add this free delivery if we wanted to, but for sake of time, I'm just going to delete this out and let's grab our burger and our other things. So we're going to find our burger over here and drag it up to the top under layers so that it pops back up here. And then bring that down. Now we need to find our, let's see, where is our image here? There it is. Bring that up. So there we have it. Our image. Move that like that. Okay. So let's look at this. There's our burger. And it's sitting there. Pretty good. Come back to ClickDesigns. Add this just like so. Move these around a little bit, but you get the idea. How cool is that, right? So you've got your burger, you've got your order now. That looks pretty good. One last thing we can do is come back over here to elements and type in smoke, and we're gonna find this little smoke right here. Move that down. Let's move that underneath burger so it kind of stands out. Oops, move that down. And we're just gonna put that right here, make this opaque just like that. How's that? That looks pretty good. Maybe a little less, but you kind of get the idea. You can do a lot of stuff with that. You can make it look exactly just like it. Let's click save and exit. All right. That looks pretty good if you ask me. I would use that. You can use this to give it to your people. Put it on Fiverr. Put the Google on Fiverr. All that stuff. And I'm telling you, you'll get some business. Can't guarantee it, but I can tell you that if you put the effort out there and you go out and do some outreach and lead gen, you can. So let me close us out of this episode. All right. So what did you guys think? Yes. See how many ideas there are? I'm sure you guys have lots and lots of ideas. What I want to challenge you is to think of a unique or cool idea, or take one of the ideas that we did today and go and make something using ClickDesigns and then drop into the Facebook group. How cool would it be if we made a whole list of all the ideas that we can all go out there and do really easily for local businesses? I can walk down the street. There's a dentist, there's a karate place, there's a gym, there are restaurants all over, and the ideas go on and on and on. All of them need graphics, every single one of them, and you can help them with that. So it's pretty cool. And a lot of these mom and pop shops don't really have a designer on staff. They don't have a marketing person. They don't have someone. They are good at their craft, and that's what they do. They leave that to the professionals, but they don't want to hire someone. But you can come in there and offer them something low budget or free. And I'm telling you, I have done this many, many times. I made the logo for a company called American Kolache. It used to be called St. Louis Kolache here in St. Louis. And I created that logo. I created their first website. I created all their banners and all their little signs that put on the kolaches with all the different flavors. And then they franchised. Now they're all over the United States. They're called American Kolache. Yeah, that brand, I did all of that using ClickDesigns to make all those graphics. Can you believe that? It's awesome. So if I can do it, you guys can too. Get out there and just ask. You'd be surprised how many people would say yes. And you might have to knock on a few doors, but it would not take that long to find a ton of businesses that need your services. Pretty cool, pretty easy, pretty fun, and the ideas keep going on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I love being here, just talking to you guys from week to week about just the power of this tool. I mean, I use it every single day. I have combined between my demo account and my real account, I think I've done over 3,000 graphics, maybe more than that. I don't even know anymore. I've lost count. But pretty cool because I know the power of this tool, and that's why I'm here trying to inspire you guys just to make sure that you guys know that it is there for you. You guys are a part of this community. You guys need to get in there and create something. Once you create it one thing, wasn't that hard? Every tool takes a little bit of a learning curve, so don't make technology be the scary part. Get in there, build something, and you're gonna see, wow, I can do so much with this. So I hope you guys enjoyed today. I love being here with you guys, and I will see you guys on the next training. I want you guys to have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week, and an even better weekend. And I will see you on the next edition of, as we continue our series, Brand Builder, the next installment. Bye, guys.